Well, a very good afternoon for this Barclaycard English Premier League match between Newcastle United and Manchester United from St James's Park. There's not a seat to be had. It is a full house, of course, full of anticipation for another cliffhanger. The Manchester United players headed there by Roy Keane, a player who was sent off here last season, right in the final minute, if you remember, when he threw the ball back at Alan Shearer. 7 goals here last season, 8 at Old Trafford back in November. And here comes Alan Shearer, leading out Newcastle United today. This is surely Newcastle's final shot at the title this season. 6 points off the pace with 6 to play. It's only the fact the top 3 all play each other this week that they still have an outside chance. Newcastle came out second best in successive seasons. Manchester United have won 7 Premiership titles in the last 10 years. Newcastle seeking their first championship in 76 years. There's no doubt who's been there, seen it and done it. And the only occasion in the season when 2 Knights of the Realm do battle. Sir Alex Ferguson, Sir Bobby Robson, 2 great managers, 2 great teams. And as for the team news, 2 changes for Newcastle today, although still no Gary Speed, of course. Aaron Hughes was left out for tactical reasons at Everton, but returns at the expense of Andy O'Brien. And Alberto Solano's fit again to replace Brian Kerr. There's no lasting damage to Olivier Bernard's leg after the Gravesen challenge, and Hugo Viana's shoulder's not as bad as first feared, and he is on the bench today. So Hughes returns at right back, where Sir Bobby Robson chose O'Brien last week for his extra height and to give Hughes a much-needed rest. Solano slots in on the right side of midfield, an area which is so crucial in servicing the front 2 of Shearer and Bellamy. The big news for Manchester United, there's no David Beckham, out with a hamstring injury, and no Gary Neville, who's been dropped to the bench. Arguably the most improved player of the season, John O'Shea, is back in from the start, and so too is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who only played the final few minutes in Madrid. Solskjaer will take Beckham's role in midfield, but out of plenty of possible permutations at the back, this is how United will play today. Silvestra's looked strong as a centre-back, so he partners Rio Ferdinand with Wes Brown moving over to full-back. Champions are made, challenges are destroyed in a week like this. In August it started with 20, it's now down to 3, and it could be 2 if Newcastle fail to win today. It's the critical week in the race for the title. Keeps appealing for the free kick. Newcastle bring it away with Solano looking to drill it on towards Craig Bellamy. Ferdinand with the heave-ho. Moment, Ryan Giggs has pushed forward. Scholes has popped up on the left side, but here's Ole Solskjaer, and it's beyond Ruud van Nistelrooy. Midfield talents. Shearer trying to get away from both O'Shea and Silvestre, and Shearer's penalised again here. I think Sir Alex Ferguson thinking that Alan Shearer should get yellow carded here. A couple of his players have gone down heavily in the opening minutes. Shearer being spoken to, but it's going to be a hard-fought contest. It's the nature of the occasion. Passions are running high. Late from Shearer, caught the ankle there of Silvestre. No yellow card for Alan Shearer. Fullbacks followed him every step of the way. And that's allowed some space here for Olivier Bernard. Some good intelligent play by the Geordies. And it's whacked away by Mikael Silvestre for a Newcastle corner. Really clever play that by Bernard. Tracking into the space, abandoned by Wes Brown. Bernard. Caught late, free kick. It's Newcastle's turn to take it quickly. And hit first time, Barthez on the volley from Bellamy. Hammered back, oh my goodness, what a goal! Jenas! Stunning! The gauntlet's been thrown down by Newcastle, and what a way to hit them. Manchester United have played some very quick free kicks this season, but their Barthez saving initially. It came back for Jenas, and he thumped it past the Manchester United keeper. True as an arrow. What a hit. If you didn't believe before, maybe you believe now. Jenas. He will never hit it cleaner and truer than this. His 5th Barclaycard English Premier League goal of the season, and well, for the width on the flank. Giggs has joined Van Nistelrooy in the middle, jabbed away as far as Scholes. Giggs, it's Scholes, and Newcastle confusing each other. My goodness me, that was a hairy, scary moment for Newcastle at the back. Keane trying to press here. It's very haphazard. O'Shea. Wonderful play by O'Shea. Here's Giggs. Solskjaer will struggle to get that one. Played in low. And difficult one for the goalkeeper. There were about 4 Manchester United players bearing down on him. The hit on more than one occasion. Scholes. Giggs. Great flick. Van Nistelrooy. Space to run at Newcastle's defence all of a sudden. Giggs. Chance here. It's the equalising goal. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's 1-1. And they say that true greatness emerges at critical moments. Well, this was a fabulous interchange. The ball there from Giggs, measured to perfection. Solskjaer onside, tucked it away beautifully. Nothing Given could do about that. He closed down the angle as best he could. But Solskjaer with a brilliant run in behind the defenders. And Giggs, 9 Premiership goals this season. He really is Mr. Dependable. And here he is working well with Scholes, and suddenly it's 2-1. 2 goals in quick succession. Solskjaer and Scholes, and Manchester United forge ahead of Newcastle here at St James's. Newcastle really didn't deal with it properly, and Scholes and Solskjaer, great little 1-2, and it's 1-2 the score here at St James's Park as well. Paul Scholes has had a bit of a lean spell in front of goal in the last few months. He had that wonderful little run during January when he scored 7 in 6. But this man has turned the match. Solskjaer scoring 1, making the second. Short for Giggs. Still Giggs. Touched off here, and Scholes! Well, he almost burst the net with that, Paul Scholes. A thumping drive from the number 18 for Manchester United. Suddenly, 3 goals in quick succession. Teed up for him, and a belter. Hit with venom, hit with purpose, to send Manchester United to a 3-1 lead. And I hesitate to say it, but back to the top of the Barclaycard English Premier League tonight. I mentioned earlier the links with PSV Eindhoven and Sir Bobby Robson. Oh, hesitation there by Mikael Silvestre. Bellamy's in. Bellamy's wide. All-time top scorer, Shearing third at the moment. Here goes Scholes for Manchester United. And Nistelrooy has to check his run to avoid being offside. Keane to O'Shea. What a wonderful player, John O'Shea. Brilliant, off the woodwork, chance to tuck it away. And it's hammered home by Ryan Giggs for number 4. Well, what a turnaround in this match. And John O'Shea has to take much of the credit for Manchester United's 4th there. A dazzling run by the Republic of Ireland fullback. And I tell you, there are some fans who were already making their way down for a half-time cup of tea here. John O'Shea dancing between Newcastle's defenders. Unlucky not to score himself, but Giggs wasn't going to miss from there. It's 4-1. And even Sir Alex could only have dreamed about a scoreline like this approaching half-time. And both Bellamy and Shearer having to hold their runs. As you are seeing correctly, Sir Alex, 4-1. A little bit dazzled, you might say. It's enough to drive some people to tears, but Sir Bobby never really expected the title dream to arrive this season. The big matches are coming thick and fast for Manchester United at the moment. Viana. Shearer. Alan Shearer into the danger zone. Able to find Craig Bellamy in the middle. Press for more goals, I'm sure. They started the day with a goal difference of +28 compared to Arsenal's +33. They've made up considerable ground. Solskjaer, Gary Neville outside him. What an impact this would be. And it's a hat-trick for Paul Scholes. It's 5 for Manchester United. They're heading to the top of the Barclaycard English Premier League tonight for sure. And Paul Scholes will take the match ball as a souvenir. Newcastle United have been torn apart today. 2 defenders, both going for the same ball, Bramble and Bernard. And Solskjaer with the presence of Gary Neville outside him. Scholes drilling it in near post to claim his hat-trick. They have been awesome. Well, all bar given in the Manchester United half. And a chance possibly here. Not too often Nicky Butt gets a goal. And Newcastle's defending has gone completely awry momentarily. Forlan goes down, it's a penalty. Bramble's challenge. And things going from bad to worse for Newcastle, getting better and better for Manchester United. Well, I said Ruud van Nistelrooy hadn't scored yet, but he's about to get his chance. Van Nistelrooy with 10 successful penalties this season. This to make it 18 in his United career and join Eric Cantona on 18. No doubt, no question, 36 goals this season for Ruud van Nistelrooy, and Manchester United have equalled their best ever score at St James's Park. Sent given the wrong way, and his impeccable penalty taking just goes on and on. There's no one better. Shearer and Van Nistelrooy, arguably the two very best in the top flight. Woodgate, Shearer, Bellamy. All forward, but here's Dyer teeing up Viana. Well parried by Bartes. Solskjaer, but overworked midfield so well today, and Forlan slipping at the crucial time. At the moment, the person he's replacing is unclear. Solano's number was up twice, I think, then. I haven't shown the number for Romano Loire, but West Brown replaced here by Laurent Blanc for Manchester United. One little bright sparkle in the match for Newcastle has been the form of Jenas and Kieran Dyer. Bernard lining one up. No freakish goal for Olivier Bernard this time around. Disconsolate and in despair. And he said they were out of the title race after their defeat at Everton. There's no doubt at all about that now. Another season. After a couple of opportunities wasted, but Newcastle on the break here. Chance to pull one back with Shearer. Charlton. Two managers, not the only knights of the realm here today. There is another Sir Bobby Charlton, Manchester United legend. Manchester United have it covered. Van Nistelrooy here, just trying to guide it on towards Diego Forlan, looking for number 7. He never really hit it with any great commitment. Bellamy. Nice interchange. Shearer. Dyer. Oh, unlucky. Lucky bat. Forehand. Gary Neville. And Bartes with a dreadful clearance. There's a possible opportunity here for Newcastle, and they've pulled a goal back. Amoebi gets the consolation. And Fabien Barthez, not for the first time this week, with a very characterful display. Sir Alex does not look best pleased, really. It doesn't greatly affect the scheme of things. But, personal horror from Barthez. Shearer was offside originally, but not interfering with play, hence the move was allowed to continue. But Amoebi with the strength to hold off his man, and a great little dink over the goalkeeper to make it 6-2. Well, they were mesmerised in Madrid, but they've been truly hypnotic on Tyneside. Newcastle themselves left in a trance. The title race down to 2 for sure now. Manchester United surged to the top with a 6-2 thrashing of Newcastle United today. A penalty from Ruud van Nistelrooy capping a quite awesome display. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, very much the architect of their turnaround today. Fabien Barthez with a couple of good saves in the second half, but Paul Scholes with a hat-trick will attract most of the morning's headlines. Not a good afternoon for Newcastle, but they can take plenty of pride in the way they've performed throughout the whole season. The full-time score at St James's Park, it's Newcastle United 2,